Hey y'all, it's Anime Kim, and today I'm going to be reviewing the 11th episode of Dororo. And I gotta say, this episode was pretty darn good. Because while the animation wasn't really the strongest animation quality we've seen in a Dororo episode by far, it was actually one of the weaker entries when it came to animation quality. This episode more than made up for it with story progression. Because at the very least, we got to finally get to see Taomaro figured things out more regarding the situation of Hakimaru when he visits this village and he finds out information that there was like this baby sacrificed to demons and how it wants to bring back the curse to Daigo and its people because this baby was pretty much sacrificed. So I kind of like that Taomaro is he's not sitting on his ass being lazy. He's actually actively participating in the plot. And I like how the writers put the situation pretty naturally because people in Taomaro's situation, they'd probably be super curious too. So I like that. It shows more of Taomaro's intelligence. And I like how it gave him some character development when he's like, I shouldn't have underestimated the monster, showing off that he's gaining more humble too at the same time. So that was also another nice element about this episode. And I also like how this episode shows our girl Dororo with some hustle when she was able to finesse some silver coins from Taomaro, since she was like, oh, we helped y'all out, so where's the money? And then when she was like doing this, I was like, good job. I love how she took advantage of the situation too, because they did take down a creature, so might as well get that money, right? So that was also another cool thing about this episode. It had some nice, lively dialogue, and then I like how they contrast the scene where she's asking for money from Taomaro, and then she gets it, towards the sequence when they end up in a situation where this boy wants to cross like this wall but this boy can't because there's soldiers that will kill anyone that gets past this point. And I like in that situation, Dororo actually offers to help out that boy free of charge, since the boy gave her and Hakimaru some food. And I kind of like that sweetness because it shows that even though, yes, Dororo does want money, it shows that Dororo also has her own moral system where if it's a kid in need or in dire straits similar to her, then she's going to actually not request much from those type of individuals, or maybe just like the bare minimum. So I like that too. It shows her own moral system in subtle ways, and I kind of like that. It makes the characters in this show much more lively too, and that was a beautiful thing to see. And then I like the little sequence where the boy offers to feed him rice cakes if they can get to his mother, and then Dororo's down for that. I was like, yeah, good job, Dororo, good job. You're gonna get some food if all things work out well. But then again, it is Dororo, so things don't work out for our crew at all. But that was still a nice scene to see. And also like how throughout this episode we got to see some character development for Hakimaru, because at the very least he's now able to give things like his own name out quickly when Taomaro asked for it. That was pretty cool to see that sort of development. Even though it wasn't even though we kind of wish that Hakimaru and Taomaro would have been able to talk more, kind of find it natural that they wouldn't be able to talk much, considering that Hakimaru is still learning the language more, he's still learning how to speak more, and Taomaro just barely met the individual. So that was also another nice, though, to at the very least have them exchange some words with each other. And it was nice to see Hakimaru learn some new concepts, like when it comes to strengths, and he's able to put it out in words, like when he said this is a strong demon, and stuff of that nature. That's also cool to see. And I like how this anime is just not making Hakimaru instantly learn the human language. He's slowly learning it, so that as the episodes progress, when we inevitably start seeking Hakimaru speak more, it's gonna feel like it's something earned. So that was cool to see development in that front. And I like how this episode brought the old man back, and he's also doing his own investigations in regards to this house with like some kind of presence, and then he finds at the end the place that Daigo was in when he was speaking to the demon, so that's gonna make for some good plot progression. Cannot wait to see what he discovers. I mean, hope he doesn't die, but damn, he might, because this is Dororo and happy things usually don't go on in this anime usually. And I also like how throughout this episode we made some great plot progression, because aside from Talamaru discovering more about the situation of Hakimaru, so like how we see Daigo finally meet his son, and then the way it just ended in a cliffhanger, I was like, damn it, I wanted to know more, but that was honestly a great way of ending off the episode, because it gives us just enough to be for me to want to come back more, to watch more, so gotta give credit to the writers for having that nice cliffhanger. And as for the other things the animation did, the animation wasn't the strongest quality, but it got the job done, and art in this episode was still mighty fine. Soundtrack was well placed, the voice acting was still good, and taking the good amount of plot progression we've made, because we got to finally see Hakimaru meet his father. That's going to be interesting, and with the character development that's been given out to Talamaru, because he's become more humble now, at least a bit more humble. We've got to also, and he even acknowledges Talamaru that's training in the dojo and actual fighting in actual combat situations is way different. So that was also nice that he's slowly analyzing his own limits. We got some development for Hakimaru, we got characterization for Dororo, and we got to see Daigo's justification for the sacrificing of Hakimaru when he says stuff like, letting the lands rot wouldn't have been such a great idea when he's arguing that with Talamaru's mother. But at the same time, I like how Talamaru's mother brings up the point that, well, maybe you just want to go to war with other lands. So all in all, that's a situation where there's no really true right answer, because you could either, you could help the lands out in sacrificing a child, but then you're sacrificing a child that didn't ask for any of this, so there's really no proper way of solving the situation. And that's what I like about Dororo. It puts in the tough questions throughout the show that are hard to answer, and that's what makes this anime really engaging. And taking all these factors into consideration, I'm going to rate this episode a 9 out of 10, honestly, for the characterization and plot progression. So anyways, guys and gals, these are my thoughts on the episode. Comment down your thoughts on the episode below in the comment section. Rate the video, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Subscribe for more, because I'm definitely pumped up for next week. Because damn, that cliffhanger sure knew how to get my attention. Alright, thank you so much for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.